Welcome to the Spooky Nook Sports Complex here in Manheim, Pennsylvania, the 20th Lancaster Archery Classic. As we're ready for our shoot-up finals, what you're looking at there is video from a couple days ago during our qualification rounds. And there are so many bales here and a couple thousand shooters. Now you're looking at live pictures here at our shoot-up arena. And we are prepared for our next round of competition. And hi, everybody. Welcome to the broadcast booth. I'm Greg White, sitting alongside Catalina G. Noriega, who is, of course, part of the Pan American team in 2023, the U.S. archery team, and you are a recurve shooter.
Yep.
So we have had a couple of awesome days of competition here,
Yep.
and there are so many compound bows here, but now we're getting into recurve. How's it been for you so far?
You know, it's been okay. Not my best, but happy to be here and as always, next year.
Yeah, there's always next year,
Yeah.
but it's been a lot of fun. And we're going to be talking about recurve at 20 yards, and it is definitely different. But
Yeah.
why don't we take a look at our schedule, because we have a full docket of what's going to be shot here today. We've already had our Masters Open category, and then we're going to go into our bow hunter, or we already did bow hunter class. Now it's time for women's recurve. Then we get into Olympic recurve. We're going to have our youth male open. That's back to compound. And then our men's open, that's that amateur category. Then we have the women's open pro, and then the heavily stacked open pro category to wrap up the day. Now let's talk about how we get here. Top 4 qualification. So we have a qualification round, then we have elimination rounds. And for this particular match, we have our 4. It's a shoot-up format. So our 4th place seed is going to be shooting against our 3rd place seed. Whoever wins that, we're going to advance to shoot up against 2nd, and then that final champion round. So we got some great shooting coming up for you. But this is the time when we head over to our guy, PJ Riley, who's going to introduce our archers to the field of play. Take it away, PJ.
All right. All right, we're going to get things started here with our next division. I got to learn to pay attention. Women's recurve. Our number 4 seed, we have from Savona, Italy, Chiara Rebagliati. And our number 3 seed, from Lancaster, Pennsylvania, Casey Kaufhold.
But you gotta keep your head up, oh, and you can let your head down, hey. You gotta keep your head up, oh, and you can let your head down, hey. I know it's hard to remember.
So look at Casey Kaufhold, been shooting She's been shooting 17 years
years.
already.
Wow.
Paris World Cup, Olympian, and really a bright future. Of course, your teammate,
Yep.
Catalina. And so for Casey Kaufhold, you want to talk about a pressure cooker. It's her parents' tournament that she's shooting in.
Yeah.
And Rebagliati out of Italy, also 17 years and an Olympian in 2020. And we're set for this indoor archery. Now, we're looking at a distance of, 20 yards, just about 20 yards here at this tournament. We shoot a 40-centimeter target face. And what's interesting, Catalina, is that people have the option to shoot a single spot or a 3 spot. So what we're going to see from these archers?
So I think both of these archers are shooting 3 spot. I think most recurves that are most recurves at this level will shoot a 3 spot. But the size is the same, so it really doesn't make a difference. But for to not break arrows mainly, yeah.
Yeah, to not break arrows.
'Cause,
That's really the important part.
The level is really high, with these archers.
And I wonder, as we move forward, we see both of these archers are shooting the kind of skinny outdoor arrows that we normally see. Is that because we're heading into an Olympic year, you think?
Yeah, I think so. Mainly, I think we don't see a lot of women shooting fat shafts, recurve women shooting fat shafts. But it also might be because of the Olympics. Everyone kind of has a setup that works both outdoors and indoor. So yeah.
All right, so for Casey Kaufhold, who's won this before, to 10. So The innermost ring here at the Lancaster Archery Classic is counted as an 11 point, and all you have to do is touch the line and you get the higher value point scored. So the innermost ring is 11, then you go 10, the rest of the yellow is 9, and then we go out from there all the way to the 6 ring.
Yeah.
Nice shot. All right, and also what you have, though, is that little 1.5 centimeter dot, but we'll tell you more about that. Here's PJ.
Chiara from Italy, welcome.
Thank you.
Is this your first time? I believe this is your first time on the Classic Finals stage.
Yeah, this is the first time, and I want to say congrats for the organization because it is a cool tournament.
Full tournament. We appreciate your support here. Have you been to the tournament before? Is this your first time ever anywhere?
Yeah.
All right. Well, how does it feel to be up there on the stage?
In particular feel here.
All right. Thanks, Chiara. We appreciate you coming over from Italy to compete with us this weekend. After our first end, we have a time match.
All right, so our first recap is looking at Casey Kaufhold and how she ended up getting to her 29 score. Now, Catalina, when you look at Casey's shooting style, there's a couple main ways to shoot an Olympic recurve bow, isn't there?
Yeah. I think you can see every good archer, there's like a few parts in their shots that are all the same, like the same core points. So you can see with Casey's shot, like she has a really good shot, really clean shot, and like really, really aggressive. And yeah.
Nice 11 from her, just catching that line.
Yeah. 11. Awesome.
Wow, what a shot. Okay, so there's a 30-second shot clock. It's no big deal.
Oh, yeah.
There's still 12 seconds left, but when it comes to executing the shot, she's got some time, but now needs to kind of get through that clicker. 2 seconds to go.
Very nice.
Yep. Wow. It's 10-9 liner. 32 is impressive.
8.
She blew through the clicker on that one. Yeah, she really blew through the clicker. Now we're going to get to PJ here, but we're going to talk more about clickers and things in a moment. Here's PJ.
I'm sorry, it was Kathy?
Yeah, something like that.
Casey Kaufhold, you're no stranger to this stage here, but how does it feel after all these years?
Feels good. I've been shooting on the stage every year at the Classic since I was 12. So starting to get used to it a little bit. Definitely still first end stepping up there, you feel the nerves, but as I go on, I feel like it gets a little bit easier.
All right, how's the shooting going? This is an Olympic year. How's your training been?
Training's been good. Been working a lot on dealing with the pressure, and so far it's going well. And every tournament I use is a preparation for the Olympic Games, so it's good to learn how to shoot under pressure.
All right, great first end there from Casey with a 32. Second end, excuse me. And we have after 2 ends.
All right, so here's a look at the Italian, Rebagliati, and she definitely has a similar shooting style to Casey, but you could tell that front bow arm. What is that? You see the Koreans use it a lot. It's a certain style of shooting, right?
Yeah, so you can, like, with Casey's bow arm, you can see how she kind of,
it moves, but sometimes with Casey it moves
slightly to the left.
Right, yeah.
And Chiara's look a lot more like stable, like in place when she shoots, like in her follow through. And it's just different styles of shooting. There's no right way or wrong way.
Mm-hmm.
It's whatever works, and yeah.
All right, so we talk about a clicker. Let's talk about that a little bit. So when we say clicker, what is it? What are we looking for?
It's in the front of the bow. So Casey, you can see she's using an extended clicker, so it hangs on her sight, and Chiara is on her bow, and you can see it right there. And what it does it signals when you've pulled enough, because we don't have, like, a compound has the stop, a wall, and a recurve, you can keep pulling it as far as you want. So it helps with the consistency. So you're always pulling the same amount, and yeah, for the speed, and always like.
So
the
you're
same.
literally programmed. When you hear the click go off, you're releasing the shot.
Yeah, pretty much.
It must be extremely difficult if you weren't centered on your shot and the click goes off to actually like not execute and let down. See, for Chiara right there, she wasn't through the clicker and she just let down. And again, there's still 5 seconds to go on the clock.
Yeah.
3, 2, and let's it go.
All
Wow,
right.
what a recovery that was.
Yeah. Definitely a really high level match. Like, these ladies are shooting great.
We have one end to go. 89-61 unofficially.
Are you in training for the Olympics back home for the Italian team?
Yeah, I take the quota place at the European Games. So we have to work very hard. So we have also to qualify both teams. So we have a lot of training to do.
All right. Well, best of luck with the Olympic training there. We hope to see you in Paris this summer.
So Rebagliati, 89, Kaufhold, 91 after official scoring. This is our final end of competition in our shoot-up. So the winner of this match gets to advance to shoot against the number 2 seed for this recurve women's category. Technically not a professional class, but I mean, this is as professional as you get when you're talking about Olympians.
Yep.
Wow, great shot.
Yeah. So there's kind of that swing I was talking about to the left.
We're all tied up.
9.
So Casey can retake the lead here with a 10 or an 11.
9.
All right, still tied up.
1 arrow to go for each archer. If we tie at the end of this, we'll go to a shoot-off, and we'll explain that if it gets there.
10.
She can win it with an 11. It's a shoot-off.
So we're going to wait for official scoring because that top arrow on Casey's looks pretty close. It was called as a 9, but
Okay.
that might be an 8.
I think so. I think so.
And if that's
We have
called
to
an
wait.
8, yeah, we'll wait for official score. But if that's called an 8, see, I see a little bit of red, but it is hard with that shadow right there.
Oh,
Yeah, we got a good look at that. I think that's an 8.
I think so as well.
So that's going to move Casey's score down to a 118. And that means that Rebagliati might advance here. We're not the judges, so sometimes there's things that you don't see from our perspective without question, but that, I can tell from right there.
Yeah.
Yep, and that arrow's
it's
been
called an
downgraded
8.
to an 8. So for Casey Kaufhold,
Looks like we are going to have
her journey here
a
at the
one-point
Lancaster
victory
Archery
for
Classic
Chiara.
comes to a stop,
Casey Kaufhold
and
is going to finish
Chiara
fourth.
Rebagliati from
Take
Italy
home $500.
moves on.
Congratulations, Casey.
Good match, 119 to 118.
It's very close.
Now let's
Yep.
bring out our number 2 seed from the Netherlands, Gaby Schloesser. She's our 2022 Classic champ and an Olympic silver medalist.
Here's a look at Gaby. Been shooting a little while, Olympic silver medalist, and also 2022 champ. And for Gaby Schloesser, she's had an interesting journey not only in archery but in life. Originally from Mexico, and now she lives in the Netherlands, as her hometown is the Netherlands. I don't think her hometown is called but that's where she is.
Yep.
And of course, in the coach's box is her husband, Mike Schloesser. And I think that it might have been, I mean, Gaby's no stranger to this stage, but I'm sure that there was a conversation that happened to move Rebagliati off of her spot and move her over to the target number 2. So our first arrow, first end of competition.
11.
And Gaby comes out of the gate just firing. Ooh, good answer from Chiara.
Oh, she's cheeky.
10.
Very solid still.
Yeah. She does that.
Yeah.
Gaby will do that on the stage. I've seen her do it before.
10-11 line.
Ooh, close one. So 9 called for Schloesser.
10.
And a 10. That's interesting. We don't see that very often here at the Lancaster Archery Classic because right down at her feet is a monitor with the target. Here's Gaby.
I really like it.
You really like this tournament. You've done well here in the past. I know you're our 2022 champ. You're on one of these banners up here. How many times have you won the Classic?
Twice before, yeah.
Twice before. All right. Does it get any easier coming up here on this final stage?
No, like, to be honest, I was walking down here and I was kind of like, oh, I feel really good. And then I stood here and I was like, I don't feel that good anymore.
All right, great. Well, Gaby, congrats on making it back to the final stage here. Currently, we have Chiara with a 2-point lead.
And here's a look at how Gaby Schloesser was able to get her 30 points. So a 2-point lead for Rebagliati from Italy as we head into our second end of 4 in this shoot-up. The winner here guaranteed that they're going to move up to battle for the championship, and the loser of this match guaranteed 3rd place. All right, so hopefully some nerves out, Schloesser. And as we look at Gaby's shot, I want to analyze a little bit about Gaby's shot and how she executes her shot.
So her shot, she kind of has a similar front arm as Casey, where she kind of swings it a little bit to the left when she shoots, and you see that's a very common shot for recurve archers. So yeah, it's.
Is it because they're kind of pushing through the shot and not just pulling the shot?
Yeah.
Is that what causes that?
Yeah, and the direction of the shot, it's just a way of following through to. It's just preference and what each archer likes.
I think it probably works with your natural body position too, right? Like your skeletal structure, I would think.
For sure.
All right, so 9 there. So in order to keep this thing close, an 11 here would close the gap by a point for Schloesser.
10.
And a 10 will work as well to keep it to 2 points.
Yeah.
So unofficially after 2 ends, still it's 58 to 60.
So we have to mention Gaby's coach back here, Mike.
Oh, looks like PJ's going to talk to Mikey.
Today, Mike, you're our #1 seed, I believe, in the Open Pro division.
Yeah, that's correct.
So this is how you're prepping. You're out here helping your wife get ready.
Yeah, I guess I'm feeling for it for later today.
Now, which one of these banners are you on up here? I believe you're on at least 1, if not 2.
2020 there.
2020. All right. Your other wins were before we did the banners. How many times have you won the Classic?
Twice so far.
Twice as well. All right, Mike Schloesser, we will look for him at in our last match of the day today, the big one. Currently, after 2 ends, Chiara with a 60-58 lead.
Catalina G. Noriega, you are friends with Gaby Schloesser, and she just has fun everywhere she goes.
Yeah, she does. I love her. She's great. I'm actually staying with them for this tournament, so we're traveling together, her and Mikey. Oh, it looks like she let down again.
She did. There's still 12 seconds on the clock. Plenty of time. Last time we saw her do this, she shot an 11.
Yeah.
5,
Let's see.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Ooh.
Wow, she just got it off.
Miss. Oh my God.
Yep. That's a huge swing. So a miss scores 0 points.
11.
So in usually for recurve archery we operate on set system, and this tournament's different because it's running score. So usually a miss can be manageable, but with running score, it's tough. It's tough.
Yeah. So the way the set system normally works is how? Explain it.
Yeah. So you shoot an end, and whoever gets the higher score at that end will get the 2 points. And if you tie, it's 1-1, and whoever gets the 6 points first wins the match. So if you have a miss one end, it doesn't matter because like you can come back and win
Yeah,
the next
because if you
ends.
lost the end by 1 point or a miss,
Or
it
a
does.
miss.
It's irrelevant.
Makes
yeah.
no difference.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, it's tough when it's running score.
Yeah. Especially for the Italian because she did have a bit of a lead.
11.
Yeah.
But now it's an 11-point swing just
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
Great shooting by Gaby.
Yes.
Now the thing is, how do you put that out of your mind? So here's the miss, and you could tell like
She knew.
she knew.
The
that
it's,
Italian gesture.
I think we've all done it.
Oh, we all have done it.
It doesn't feel good.
And listen, Chiara is no stranger to a shot clock. I mean, when you shoot at the world archery level, you shoot at the Olympic level, a clock is part of it.
Yeah.
And actually, 30 seconds
It's-
is a long time, isn't it?
Yeah, we usually at events it'll be 20 seconds an arrow. So 30 is quite a bit. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So it was just one of those things where, you know, you're executing, you're exploding through your shot, I suppose, and it just wasn't going off for her. And when she probably saw that clock, her coach was behind her, probably counting down. And when it got to that one, she's just like, I gotta let it go.
Let it go. Yeah.
Yeah. We did see an incident yesterday where one of our archers actually did not execute a shot, let down with 4 seconds to go, and didn't realize, and you know, shot that 0 or a miss, didn't need to get a shot off. So, you know, it's kind of one or the other, right? It's either that feeling that I never got my shot off, or just let it go. But we're past it now,
Yeah.
and all she can do is just shoot.
Yeah. Because truthfully, like anything can happen, and no one should give up in a
100%.
match.
Yeah.
So.
That's right, especially when it's cumulative.
Yes.
It's just for Gaby, what happens now is there's all the pressure's off. Now she can really think about
Yeah.
executing some good shots, because her next match,
9-10 line.
as long as she executes this last shot, gets it on the paper.
And it's game.
11.
Yep.
Great shot.
Great
You can
shot by
really see it
Gaby.
too on the release, couldn't you?
Mm-hmm.
10.
Yeah. Good
Yeah.
shot. Good end.
Really good ends.
She shot well, except for that one arrow, of course. But
Yep.
yeah.
Chiara Rebagliati is going to finish third. She's going to take home $1,000 from us, $300 from WeOWIS. Congratulations, Chiara. Great finish here at the Classic. And so now let's bring out our #1 seed from Seoul, Korea, Duna Lim.
Target on my back, lone survivor last. They got me in the sights. No surrender, no trigger, fingers go. Living the dangerous life. Hey, 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 every day when I wake, I'm trying to get up and knocking me down. Chewing me up, spitting me out.
Okay. Well, you want to talk about a battle of titans in Olympic recurve women's category. What do you know about Duna?
I don't know much. I think she's part of a professional team in Korea. And I think this is the first time they've come to this tournament. Yeah, and her, Gaby, and Casey all tied with a 622 in qualification, which
Wow.
is a really good score, a really great score. So yeah, don't know much, but yeah.
All right, so here we are. This is the final match. This is to decide who's going to be 20th anniversary of Lancaster Archery Classic champion in the women's recurve division.
9. 11.
The 22-year-old Duna. So this is the advantage, you know, when you have Gaby Schloesser, who's been out there now, a match is all warmed up.
11-10 line.
I think that might be in. It looks into
Yeah,
me.
that looks into
I don't know though. We'll have to wait for oh, they marked it up, so.
Nine.
So you can see with Duna Lean, her shot very clean. That's a very standard Korean shot. They have beautiful shots, and I mean, for a reason, the Koreans are the best in the world at recurve archery. So yeah, you can definitely see it with her shot.
Let's hear what PJ has to say.
And how is she feeling? Sure.
That's good.
She's feeling good. Nervous at all?
Not so much.
Not so much. All right. That's what we like to hear. Welcome to the Lancaster Archery Classic final stage.
I mean, when you talk about the Korean system and the level of archery
After our first
in Korea, the amount of pressure cookers that they're under constantly, right, with the
Yeah.
matches and the level and the competition it even takes to get on the national team is pretty incredible.
Yeah, for sure.
And Lee, no stranger to indoor archery. Last year in Vegas.
Nine.
Won a bunch of matches last year. Let's see if she can find the middle. Getting closer.
She's a little
closer.
low
Yeah.
on her arrows. You can see her moving her sight. So.
Nine.
Okay, after such a strong start for Schloesser, let a couple points eke away. But again, it's so hard to keep in mind. This is the Olympic recurve, and 11s aren't the standard shot here. Keeping it in the yellow is really what's critical. And there is Duna, who now finds the middle.
So 2-point
Yeah,
difference.
Right out of the gate with a 33, that's got to feel pretty good.
Still pretty nervous.
Takes the nerves away, right?
Yeah, in the beginning, like, I need to say the first match is always really nerve-wracking, and then, like,
win one and you feel a little bit more confident, and I think that happened.
Settling in. Well, great. A great second end as well. After 2 ends, looks like we have a 61-58 lead for Gaby Schloesser.
Okay, 61-58 the score. And of course for Duna, last year at the Indoor Archery World Series Finals in Vegas. Podium finisher there.
Yeah.
For Gaby Schloesser.
9.
That shot execution. And you know, the one thing that's so interesting about your sport, Catalina, is the fact that, I mean, it feels like to a compound shooter that you have to pull your bow back every day to stay fit and on top of your game.
Yeah.
Is that an accurate portrayal of recurve shooting at this level?
Yeah, it is. It's definitely a sport like you need to maintain. Like you can't just take a week, 2 weeks off and then expect to come back and be at the same kind of, like it takes, you have to get warmed up and build up that strength a little bit. So it takes a lot of dedication and like a lot of hard work. And you can see like these ladies put it in. They put in the hard work, put in the time, and it shows. So
10.
An 11 here is going to flip this match. It could be all tied up.
11.
Wow.
yeah. So there is a
Excellent
call
end by
on
Duna.
Gaby's
Unofficially,
side.
we currently looks
So
like we have a
that might go
90-90
up.
tie.
We have to wait and
Find out
see.
here once we get our official scores.
All right, so as we wait for those official scores, it's Gaby's target. We're looking at target number 1. So that's Duna's target.
One of Gaby's era's score changes.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
Duna Lim with a 1-point lead, 90-89, heading into our last end. Let's give it up for these ladies. They're putting on the show for us this morning. 1 end to go.
Final end for the title of champion. 1 point difference.
Very nice shot. Very nice.
Back and forth we go.
Yep.
Don't forget, there's a 12 ring. It's that 1.5 centimeter dot that's sitting down there in the red.
Yeah.
If Gaby needs it, she can call it. Either one of these archers can.
10.
Okay.
Okay.
An 11 here would tie things up.
All right. So an 11 here would force Gaby to need to go for the 12.
Yep, 100% just to tie it, yeah.
11-10 line.
Ooh.
She's.
Does she make the choice?
I think she's going for the 11.
Yep. Okay, she's going for it. She hasn't called the 12.
10.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah,
so
so-
even with that line called,
Waiting for a judge's call.
Yeah.
even if Liam gets that arrow call, it's going to go. Okay, so it sounded like from where we were sitting. Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's out.
So it's officially going to be 11, 10, 10.
Yeah.
But unless Gaby has an arrow call, which doesn't look like, it's going to be a 1-point victory, as close as you like it.
All right, that is official.
And it's official.
121-20.
So Duna is going to be your champion.
The Women's Recurve Championship. Gaby Schloesser, congratulations. For second place, she's going to take $4,000 from us, $1,000 from Hoyt. And our champion, there you go. Our champion, Duna Lim, $8,000 from us, $2,000 from Weowisk, 2024 Lancaster Archery Classic champ. And you ask her, so coming over here for her first time, how does that feel to be the Classic champion?
Feels super great, just like everybody else.
All right, well, congratulations. We appreciate you coming over here. You are our Women's Recurve champion. You're welcome. Thank you.
Outstanding shooting by all these archers in the Recurve women's category, and it came down to just 1 point. That little miscue will be thought about for a little while, but still an amazing accomplishment just to get to this shoot up.
Yeah.
Well, that'll do it for us for women's recurve here at the Lancaster Archery Classic from Spooky Sports Complex in Manheim, Pennsylvania. Hang with us. On deck, Olympic recurve. The men are coming up. Hang tight.